What's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. As you can see behind me is my towel for Kitty when he comes back to hang out on my lap. Yay! I'm wearing a white shirt so I can't see all of the hair that covers me every time he comes over. Anyway, so, um, it's so crazy. I just fed him and he still wants more food. I think I've said this before, I think he has ringworms or something. But anyway, um, so figured I'd do a little bit back testing. We do have a little bit of news coming out at 8:30 this morning. This week has been, just for me and my headspace, has been just wrong all week. So, um, I figure this weekend's gonna be a little rough. So let's run through the week's trading up to today, um, trade setups, and continue working on my model for the week. All right, so let's do that. Primarily focusing on when it reaches areas of super interest and, the potential for reversals or continuations, things like that. Things I think that have been bothering me. All right, so let's get tiny. Maybe because you don't need to see my stuff. All right, so this is my clean. This should be 15. Oh, yeah. So 15-minute here, 5-minute there. So that's what's happening right now. So let's utilize this guy. Let's jump to the daily. I'm gonna take them off the moment. So I have a lot of levels on here, right? New week opening gaps, order blocks, sell side liquidity that's been taken or not taken. Stuff that we're waiting for, new week opening gaps to consider, opening prices. Oh, he's coming back. Let me get my towel ready here. I gotta cover up, so I don't get covered in kitty. Anyway, so this is Monday, so let's roll back to Monday. Let's hit the replay button. All right, so let's go to, got the 1 hour on Monday, and let's nip to, just so you can watch this. Here it comes. Kitty is back on the towel. So this is what I have to work with every time I sit here. No choice. All right, let's move this back. And we want the AM session. Let's move that back that way. All right, let's go to 15-minute bellwether. So what do we have? We had sell side under here, London. All right, sell side there, bam. Okay, let's just note that, sell side there. Where's the midnight opening price? Monday, so about there. Okay, all right, just make sure we've got this. 2:15, 2 o'clock, 45, 1:30, 1. Oh, 3:15, 2:15, 1:30. Here we are. Sorry. 15, right there. So we're well above midnight opening price. Do that. Oh, sorry. I moved my sell side. Right there. So midnight opening price is right about there. So let's grab the calendar. And by the way, we're on the December contract because it is booking more. Okay. So for this week, yeah. So on the 11th, Monday, we had nothing. So nothing to worry about, nothing to stress about. Just do what we got to do. So I'm going to take this off for the moment. Let's go up to the 1 hour and see what we've got going on. All right, so we've got a low, lower low traded through. So we technically have a breaker up here, which they've rolled into. We took up this high, and we have a new week opening gap all the way down here. So let's see what we have to work with. Sell side here, and then the PM session sales has already been taken here, so this would just be here. And we've got this new day, the daily busy high, and midnight's down here. So we're just gonna watch and see what happens. So, and one thing that I need to also get comfortable with, can I get down to a 1 minute on here? Okay. I also have to get comfortable using the 1 minute to make the trades. Right now, the 5 minute shifts are the ones that I trust. All right, so we're here 9:50. We've wicked down to here on Monday, so sell side hadn't been taken yet, so I'm going to push forward that. Okay, so we've talked about that's had an error. So let me add it back in. It's the only one I use now. I don't know why I bother with the rest of them, but it is the only one I use. Okay. So the other thing that I need to note is where can we go, right? So like the daily here. Okay, we know we go all the way up on the Monday there, but probably should just gone to the 1 hour to here. Okay. So we have a high up here. There's a buy side up here. And it's in consort with that. But at the same time, we have this AM high too for buy side as well. So just gonna make myself a copy for down here. Cool. All right. So let's see what we do for Monday. So 5 minutes, we've been dropping. We've taken out, we've tapped that just a little bit. It's the AM session. See, so 4, so we're at 10:04, 3, and the other thing I need to see, hold on. Is there any fair value gap here that would be considered useful for a, let's see about this one right here. That's busy. See if we can use this one. Make sure we've got it properly salted. Okay, so that's a 5 minute busy. We're taking out some. We've been rejected off of this high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we tapped that, made a higher low here. We may had a shift here, and they came back down into the order block. So on the 5 minute, I've got nothing, so I'm just gonna wait. It's now 10:05. Now I have something juicy, a proper shift, because when it taps it, I don't necessarily trust that that's the end of that. So now we need to see what it does. There's a 5 minute fair value gap right here, order block. All right, now we need to see what it does. All right, so now we're continuing on. For me, short-term high to be taken out would be this. We need to turn this into support perhaps. Let's see. I'm curious to see if on the 1 minute it would give me what I want. All right. So we've shifted down. Guess we need to take this out. So let's watch the 1 minute for a change. Okay. Going up. So right now, I'm trying to take the. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna see if this Sibi, sorry, can turn into an inversion for a value gap. Let's see. So I want this to get taken out. Made relatively equal highs, so I still don't have anything to work with. So I don't know if they're going to continue down here. It's 10 to 32. Okay. Another high here, so we didn't take this low out, high or low. Let's see. We are at the high of this thing, and we haven't broken out of it. Hanging out at the sell side liquidity, 1037. Okay. Still waiting on a shift on that one. Let's see here. Okay, this behavior right here feels good. It's not quite a shift, but let's see. 930 highs. See if we can take those out or something like that. And so that feels good. So that's a feeling, right? Don't like feelings. Let's see what the 2 minute looks like. 3 minutes. But the wicking here is, I think, a good sign. So see, we'll take that out yet. We just took it out there. So if I were to, let's price like, for it to make sense, they would have to come back down here. Ah. So it's all choppy. So honestly, might not get anything out of that one myself. Yeah. So what time is it now? 10:50? 10:50. And let's see. One thing we have is a Sibi on the 5 minutes here. So I would still be waiting on this one. That 1 minute is just not decisive. There's this fair value gap, but we have this one. Let's see. And we have the high of this thing. We've been wicking upward. And it's 10:55. So I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait. So now we're at 11 o'clock. So the 10 o'clock time frame did nothing for me in terms of anything I want to take. Okay. So let's wait. Maybe we can get a lunchtime run. What do we have? Let's assess. We have AM lows down here. We're wicking. We're at sell side. No bodies have closed, so I guess we can feel comfortable aiming for the highs, right? And this buy side all the way up here, I think. But I'll be conservative and go that way. So I'm gonna wait for something to break out of this general space. Assume in either direction, because now we have a short-term high here on the 5 minutes. So we can probably wait for our lunchtime run. There we go. Very nice. Shift there. So let's drop down 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't know, this week, the 1 minute just doesn't feel right to me, so I just don't. Let's continue. What time is it? 11:30? Okay. So for this price leg here, by the way, right, this, I would have had to have a stop below here. Let's see if I'd chosen to use, well, since we went down, we have this and we're so close to this sell side, let's say that, then my stop would have to be below this low right there, and then go up that way if I was going to be aggressive, which I'm not there yet. So now we have this shift. We have this busy right here. Let's see. We got that inside of it. See, need to be below that one. So I don't necessarily like that. Looking for a lunchtime run. I need to be below that, so I'd have to come back down some more. So we have this. So the base of that, maybe midway. Is that midway? Okay, so instead I'll go with being below that. Okay. All right, coming down. Lovely. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute. All right, so we are at where I wanted an entry, thereabouts. I get another right there. All right, so I'd have a limit order. Why is it always so gross? Right there. 062 is where the limit order would be with a stop below this candle. So let's come back this way and let's do this. And let's buy right there, approximately. And now let's, so it's a lunchtime run, right? So that's 325, might be a little ambitious for me. So how far can we go? Kitty has left the space. Low, lower, low, traded through. So there's technically a breaker here. So it's not the prettiest breaker. Don't technically like it very much. All right, so one standard deviation is about there. Half is about here. All right, let's see if we can just go to the half standard deviation for now. Okay, coming back down. All right. Okay, feel better when they get past this thing right here. Huh. Okay, so it's lunchtime. Okay, so we have this and at the top of this thing. Okay. Okay. I'll make sure it doesn't go past that. You know what? Let's be aggressive. Let's go for the top of that. I'm using one contract at the moment for funsies. Slow grind up. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Okay. Okay. So right about at the top of this, where we have the top of this, and we expect that it might, you know, not work out the way we want. Honestly, let's go back to the 1 minute. Let's roll back to where we wanted our entry. And let's adjust to what we're trying to use. Let's buy there and let's go. So I want to feel what it feels. Curious if it tapped that again. How much drawdown? So, up to here is about 177. If I follow like a very simple plan, there's this high. How far above that high can I go? We've got all of this. So let's be simple. The real buy side's up here. But simple plan. Let's deal with this for now. Gives us another opportunity. Got to sit through all of that. It's got 5 minutes. Okay. It's very annoying. Okay. So we're above that. I'm looking, and I keep rolling up and down with that, right? 5, this thing's fine, so let's flatten that. Probably goes higher, but that's okay. Yeah. So I should stay comfortable with going for the highs. Okay. All right. So now we're on to 130, and the buy side's all the way up here. So I'm curious to see what fair value gap would be useful. So we've taken out this high, so we gotta watch and see what's happening here. All right, so we have this one. So I'm just curious. Let's see if this is the one that holds it up to continue on up. And that would be for a silver bullet, right? So we're gonna wait till 2 o'clock. 145. All right. 150. 155. All right, it's 2 o'clock. So now we have this order block. I'm gonna drop down to a 2 minutes. Okay, no 1 minute for this. So we have we have this 5-minute order block. I'm just gonna note the whole thing so I'm aware of it. Because we can most definitely go below it for all I know. All right, so it's a bullish OB. It's give it a light blue. Oops. Wrong one. Here we go. Let's take my lap a break for a second. So we have a 5-minute order block here. All right, good. So let's drop this. So that's we'll take this off. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why the 1 minute is hard is bothering me so much. So we have a low, lower low, shifted through. So on the 1 minute we have a breaker. So I'd be looking for something like this with a stop below that to take out that. And if I use this 1 minute breaker for aiming purposes, look at that, the 2's right there. That's only 101, right? So I need 160. I don't know if there will be able to get that once it takes us out, but let's see. So we're coming down. So this one's here, it's a propulsion block. I want to see how it behaves around it. Coming down. And there's a nice reaction right there. So if it drops again, I'm gonna buy right here. And we'll see. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So that was good. I like that. The order block. Watching that, seeing how it behaves, drops, respecting the propulsion block. Okay. Let's see here. We have another breaker low, lower low traded through. So we'll see how it behaves. So we're just gonna let it, just waiting. Okay. What time is it? 2:30, 2:28. So at minimum, we know where they're gonna take that. See if they're willing to go higher. So we're hanging out around here and it's about 2:37. So this run, I think, is pretty much done. So I'm just gonna flatten and just be happy with that because it feels like we're coming back down for some reason. All right, so we just did this. This would be considered a shift after taking buy side. I would just watch this because we've been going long this whole time. So a short would be something like this if I were to like test it out to come back down further to maybe this fair value gap. Let's see. This one, I'm not pressing the button. Okay. So that looks nice and bullish, like we're going to continue up. Time is it? 3:01. So let's look at this on the 5 minute. So I would be done with my trading for the day. And I would just take that and be okay. All right, so removing all of this for now. Let's move on to the next day. 15 minutes. Let's go. Okay. Six o'clock. All right, so let's go move on to Tuesday. Let's switch to hourly candles so we can get on with it. 10 o'clock. Ooh, 3 a.m. juicy. Let's see. We've been hanging about this thing. Anyway, whatever. We're looking at the AM sessions, not London, because I'm not awake for that. Not that we can't test that, but okay, so we're on to Tuesday. All right, cool. So let me make some adjustments and let's go to 15 minutes, right? And let's see what our, take that off. So we took out the London lows, which usually bodes well for higher prices, I think, right? So sell side's down here. Up. So he's coming back. What's up, buddy? I just fed you breakfast. If I feed you too much, you're gonna throw up, okay? So you gotta like pace yourself. He's back, y'all. All right, so we are at 10 o'clock on the Tuesday. London's high is here. So we're gonna take this buy side out because it's already done. The PM session's high is up here, but this other London session high is here. Ooh, pretty close. So this one, oops, didn't mean to do that. Kitty settling on the lap. Have a kitty moment. You okay, buddy? No. All right, so we have that one. So I'm just gonna make a copy of this. Hold on. Why is it not copying? I'm trying to do the control copy thing. Let's do this. Okay, I don't know what's happening just now. So here's what I would be looking for, and this is Tuesday's PM session high. They've taken out London's low here and looking at the order flow, it's still bullish. Let's see if we can get longs going here. All right, so looking at this, we have a low, lower low, traded through. So we have a breaker right here. I mean, if I'm being honest, I would love a long from the top of this thing, heading to this buy side right there. So let's see what we can get. Look at the 5 minutes. Alrighty. So from 5 minute, we have an order block right here inside of the breaker. Probably will come back in this general vicinity. So we do have a lovely shift. And it is 9:55. So let's do this. All right, 10 o'clock has popped us right back in here. So let's drop down to a 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's go to the 5 minutes. So we have this guy that I'm just noting that it's there. Let's turn this off. No fair value gap here, but nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. All right, and let's do a little sort of breaker. 2 standard deviations at most, as long as it coincides with something. Ah, beautiful. It's right there. So I'm going to do that. 2 standard deviations. And we've just dropped down. And let's see if this one or this one. Let's see if this one with the body. The Sibi. Let's see if it was the top of the breaker too. So let me use this one instead. See if that's how far they want it to dip in. All right, so, and if we're being honest, it could roll even lower. So that's my preference, not necessarily what I'll get. So let's go to the 1 minute. All right, so in the 1 minute, we've hit the top of the breaker and got a lower, 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 another breaker right here, shift inside this order block. All right, and let's see for this price leg, are we in a discount to get in on this action? That rolled us into a discount. So let's see, give us a little more opportunity right there. Nice. Okay, so it's 10:05. I'm expecting higher prices, so oops, something like that. Let's see, if it gives us another down candle, I'll buy on that one. Okay, so we're buying on that down candle. And for the 5 minutes, take that high out. We're aiming for this right there. So instead of leaving that there, I'm just gonna put TP right there and change that to make it a dotted line and not white. Maybe black in the middle and to the right. Oof, that's not, can it be black? It's super, okay. All right, something like that. All right, so let's go back to the 1 minute and see if my entry was right or if I should have waited. Okay. It's trusting. All right, so I could have been okay with the 0.62, and now I'm very unhappy, but we're still wicking. So it's still bullish to me. Okay. What time is it? 10:17. So we're just waiting, gathering orders, irritating me. Okay, let's see what this looks like on the 5 minute. A very, very obvious slap me in the face. But let's see here. Oh, am I forgetting that there was news on Tuesday? Is that what's happening? No news on Tuesday. Okay. So, all right. So we're doing all of that. We'll flatten. So we're keeping the dollar value so we know how we do throughout this thing. Okay. So let's do that. The expectation, my original desire for an entry was here. So let's see if they give that to us. All right. Ooh. So we're just gonna hang out on the 5 minutes. So just, oh, did I specify the things that I forget, right? Sell side. Right. Sell side's down here. And the London lows have been taken, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they're doing. So let's take that off. And the AM session is pretty low, lower, low, high, high, high traded through. So are we then looking to go short somewhere up here? Let's get rid of this and let's mute that so they can't see. That was obviously wrong. It's best to look at the higher time frame. What do we have? All right, and we're inside of this opening range gap. Order flow is still bullish until they take this out, I think. But this is a draw right here, the BISI high. So just gonna have to wait now. I've been wrong once so far, so I'll wait for more information. So what time is it? 10:30. So 10:30, we have very bearish. This SIBI right here. Let's look. And there's sell side below here. So 2 and 1. Okay. So it's 10:30, we've dropped. Wondering if this BISI or this one. Let's see. Would that even be worth it? Right? Yep. Yeah, it would be worth it. All right. Let's see. We got a nice shift out of that. Take that out, coming down. Give me another opportunity right there. Let's sell that. Now let's see if this does the job. Okay, all right, looking good. No, this is just the silver bullet, nothing else. I'm trying to remember. I don't need. Okay, Taking that out. Let's see how we behave. Let's hang out inside of here. Let's take this so close. You're annoying me. If it takes this high out, I'm gonna exit because I'm expecting this. All right, so it just did that. It didn't take the low out. What time is it? 11? Okay. I'm gonna flatten because I don't trust it. And there might be another entry up here. So let's see. Take money off the table when you can, you know? Because it should have partialed. Oh, I wonder if I can partial in here. Let's see. And there it is. So I probably should have had a little more patience on that one. But that's all right. So that's the morning. That's the morning trade I would have taken and been content. So let's see what happens. It comes up to the midnight opening price. Do we get below it? All right, so we've hit the sell side. It's 11:30. Short-term high here. We're going to turn around. We took it right there, sort of. So for lunchtime, can make a run for liquidity, right? Take that off. And I'll be comfortable with something like that. Oh, that was below this low, so something like that. So let's see how this unfolds. Ugh, it's ugly. So we're at this order block. I'm just waiting on lunchtime to give me, it's 11:55, okay, to give me some indication of what they want to do. Okay, so this fair value gap, 1 minute. So if we're looking at a lunchtime run, probably missed it. Straight it through. That's already happened, so I probably already missed it. But if I were to say like that, it would have to come back down, and the high is here, so why not? That low would be perfectly acceptable for me, and then I would just be aiming for these guys. Can take that off. Let's see. Coming down. Okay. Oh, wow, Kitty has found a comfy spot to chill. All right, so if I look at this and take this off, so I would be there for the week so far, Monday. And this is Tuesday, 12:15 lunchtime low, lower low, traded through. So breaker right here, top of the breaker right there. Perfect. See, this is the AM high, so let's go for that. Let's see. Let's see, 2 minutes. All right, so let's see if it gives us the opportunity. Let's buy right there. Okay, perfect. This is working with the breaker. Should have waited for the Bissy high. I mean, it's right there, right? Let's see. Better entry there, but let it play out. All right, so whenever we have these highs close to the breaker, that's the entry right there versus anything else. Ooh, that's not looking very bullish at all. That's last line of defense. We can't close anything below that. Okay. Making all this, what time is it? It's 1:06. Don't like this. Still not a fan, so just gonna hold. See if we break out of here. Nice. Okay. Oh, beautiful. That's a nice run. This is a nice place for me to take some profits right here. So let me sell right there. Still have a little bit on, 2 on. Let's see if we can go any higher. Let's go to the 1 minute. So then at this rate, we'll just watch and I know you could partial. So I'm just gonna watch it, see the behavior. Right now it's 125, so I'm looking to see if this fair value gap will be the one to get us out. We're inside of this other one, so we need to get up out of here. All right, so looking for these highs if we can. Okay, I'm sorry. And then, all right. What time is it? 1:37. Okay. There's an order block right here, so, ooh, I don't like it. Don't give away the game, bro. All right, so the thing is, if this doesn't hold, like somewhere in here flattens, so I would just sell here and just take my money and be on my way, and then come back up and wait for 2 o'clock and see what we get, right? So now we are at 140, coming back down. Okay, to this high right here. All right, so we shifted below here on the 5 minutes. So higher high, shifted through. We're back at this sell side liquidity from earlier in the day. The real one's down here now. And we got rejected, so maybe we'll finish this up. And so far, 12 something for the day is great. 210. All right, so for silver bulleting purposes, and since we have a breaker going this way, we have this bullish, this one that's in a premium. And see if we get a turnaround. Or potential short. Probably should take in 4 and then leave a runner on to see if that works too. All right, so, okay. And let's see if there's like any sort of other order block besides the one that's all the way up there. 2, 1. Okay. And the base of the breaker is right here. So there's no guarantee it'll come back, but if it were to, then my preference for an entry for a short. Let's see what this looks like. And this is all the way up here, so why not? 0.79 actually. Let's stop above that. Aiming for the lows there, something like that. That would be a preference, but I don't know if it's worth it at this guy to go here. color a little bit outside the lines, maybe. Let's stop above that, right there. Let's see. Because it's 210, we've shifted structure. Let's look at the 15-minute. Got those lows to play with. Okay, so 5 minutes. What fair value gap could we be playing with in and around this space? So let's see. We get any reactions at this BISI right here. We see it behaving as a resistance here. So let's see. Might not actually. And let's jump down to a 4 minute, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to get down here, and it is 2:38. So we're just gonna wait. Let's see. We're just coming down to it. All right. 0.25. And we're just below the opening price for the day. Are we? Let's see, still the right one for that day. Let's delete that. And I do believe the opening price is all the way up here, so we're well below it actually. So we've dropped down. Where are we? Gotta really, really pay attention to where we are. New week opening gap. I'm going to extend this to the left. Can I do that? B lines. Okay. So we're just tapped into a new week opening gap, high and low. All right. So, careful, kitty. You okay? Don't fall out. You got so comfy. All right. Let's drop back down to 5 minutes. Are we taking out sell side liquidity? Let me make sure there's also this low down here. So just gonna move this here. Let's see if that's what they want. Okay, the PM session is 250, so I'm probably not taking any more. Currently very happy with my week's earnings so far, even if I should have been more patient. So this is where they're going. I don't know if that's enough. BE. I don't think it's worth it, but let's just watch it. All right. All right, so what ended up being the fair value gap for this one? Jeez, missed it. So I was looking for a long originally, but okay, that fair value gap was a silver bullet one on the 5 minute. And you could see how the behavior of the candles. Yeah, this one. So something above that would have been perfect. All right, well, I've missed whatever the move would be for this. So let's dip over to, let's move on to Wednesday then. Let's do 4 hours so we can move this along. I'm going to take that off for now. All right. And let's move that forward. Tuesday, 10 o'clock. London session. Okay, so let's go to 1 hour. And let's do a little cleanup. Okay, it's 15 minutes. All right, so what do we have? And they took the sell side 8:30. And it's 9:45. What did we have on Wednesday? We had core PPI come out. Anything else? Okay, good. So, all right, so we're back on Wednesday here. This is looking pretty bullish. Low, lower, low, traded through. New week opening gap. So if I wanted a long, just based off of my model, I want it like that to go up there probably. Maybe this one below that candle. Okay. So let's drop to a 5-minute and see what we got. The time of day. So 9:55, 10 o'clock. All right. So 9:55, 10 o'clock. Let's drop to 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, so so order flow right now. Okay, so we have New York opening gap. We have the CD. Hmm, let's see if this SIBI can act as support. You've got this order block right here. This 5-minute order block right there. So, and this is the daily high, 0.25, half, and let's go to 15-minute time frame. Let's specify, so they've already taken that sell side. Okay, like that. And then let's see, for 10 o'clock, how's this been behaving right here? This BISI. See how price has been behaving around it. Okay. There's an order block right there. So 5 minutes, dropping down. See if we behave around here. All right, so we've tapped into this BISI, completely disrespecting this one. Oh, but we have this big wick right here. All right, so what are we doing? Gotta see how we behave in here. So it's 10:10. Let's do this. Still would be looking for something up here because why not? And going down, what's the midway point of this thing? It's somewhere around here, so got a lot to work with there. Okay, so looking good, 10:20. Let's use this fair value gap. Let's look at that. Don't give away things, man. What's wrong with you? Okay, so let's look at the 1 minute now that shifted above here. Let's see, got an order block right here. So see if we can come back to it right there. And I want to be below here though. So let's see on the 1 minute what we do. Just sort of run away. I see. Okay. Okay. Let's get the 5 minute there. Get that out the way. So new week opening gap. Maybe this. Okay, so it's 10:20. All right, so on the 5 minute, we've rolled up maybe this BISI, the SIBI potentially could be the because it's right here with the could be what gets us over the edge here. Now, in terms of premium and discount, CE would be my preference. So let's see what they do. Okay, so I've obviously missed something. It's 133. This, you know what, per ICT, this could be, I'll make a small fair value gap here. I'll make a small buy entry here and see if we can get up there. Just 2 contracts because I don't necessarily trust it, but all right. Because he was like, here's another entry. If you missed this one, here's another one. Okay, so let's do it. 2 contracts. See if we can get to the top of this thing. All right, we've taken that out. So still draws. I wanted to find support here and leave this open. Okay. Then we need to find support on the top of this. So let's look at the 5 minutes. We've got a low, lower, low, shifted through. It is a breaker right there. So this entry, given where it is, I would be stopped out right there. So let's see. Just gotta let it play out. I'm looking for the top of this thing again. Oh, we made a lower high here. I don't like that. Given that we're testing, I want to see it run. So I'm gonna flatten here and wait and see what's happening. But on a bullish spread here, we've got a low, lower low, traded through breaker. Bullish breaker right in here. So what time is it? 10:50. So that entry would have been fine, I think. You know, where he's like, you missed it? This one right here. All right. So that would be me missing out on the rest of this right there. So that's okay. So, well, 160 would have been. Let's go up. Okay, what time is this? 11:24. Okay. All right, so see. Let me put that back up to where it's supposed to be. All right, so I would have taken nothing much and been okay with that. All right, so let's wait on the 5 minute. What have we done? So we're climbing upwards. We have buy side here. All right, so we have this buy side up here and this lower hanging fruit buy side right here. So let's do have a PM session. We have a London high up here. Oh, this is done. Let's take that off. All right, so let's see. AM made these lows here. We have buy side up here. Order flow is bullish, so let's see what lunchtime wants to do. It's 11:40. Okay, so we're running for liquidity. We have this low here. Now it's a breaker, right? It's a breaker, 11:55. So if I were to take the top of the breaker into account, right? Just wait. Let's here. Just 2 minutes. All right, so top of the breaker into account. And then we do this drop at 11:50 and continue on up. Then perhaps the lunchtime run, I mean, that would be more than enough from here for me. The stop below here. Would have to be 80 ticks right there. So let's see. This behavior here doesn't look good. So the lunchtime run, wait, I'm tripping. So we've hit an area of interest, high traded through. It's lunchtime. So maybe it should be a short from this breaker if there's anything up here. So let's look at it. Oh, we had all of this. Right? 3, 2, because we have a nice shift here off of that. And it's lunchtime. But this 11:50 ran for liquidity. So right now, this BISI, SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Let's see. I don't trust it, so I'm not gonna press the button because everything is bullish at the moment. So we're just curious. So I'd be wrong. Yeah. Yeah. So so let the lunchtime stuff do its thing. Yeah. Let's delete that. And let's see what this BISI does for the PM session. Run for liquidity. 12:50. Just gonna wait. So we sort of just shifted out of here. It's nice. So I'm gonna wait. Okay, so we'll wait for 2 o'clock. All right, so order flow is bullish, right? I'm gonna aim for that. So this fair value gap has been holding things up. 15-minute, don't give anything away, thank you. 15-minute order blocks right here below this thing. This one right here. Let's look at it on the 1 minute because we need to, at the 2 o'clock time frame, figure out which fair value gap is going to be the one to get us to where we need to go. So from this run right here, this fair value gap rejected the SIBI, rejected price and pushed it further up. So let's see what we do. And now we're just using a fair value gap as or reasons for entry. That's it. 80 ticks stops on approximately. It's after 2 o'clock. So we're going up here. All right, so we're letting it play out. We're dropped in here. It's 205. Let's see how it behaves inside of this fair value gap. All right, we're busting below it. All right. All right, give me a sign. All right, so we're hanging out inside of it. One more candle. Okay, hanging out about midpoint. So I'm gonna buy here. All right, and let's see. All right, and let's play. Because this shift here on the 1 minute, using this as support looks good. I don't like that at all. That looks pretty bad. Okay, so we are curling further and further into what is my stop loss. 80 ticks right there. So, sorry, from this entry right here. All right. And we're just gonna wait. This is very bearish at the moment on the 1 minute, so we're just gonna wait. I don't want this to act as support, so need to power through. Get out of the way. Need to just bust through all of this, so just gotta get comfortable. That's looking pretty bearish. I don't think I'm gonna let that play out and take me entirely out. So let's see, what time is it? 2:30. Low, lower, low, trade it through. Breaker. So let's see. I need something to right here. That one. Okay. The 1 minute. So this fair value gap. All right. Let's delete this one. So for continued validation, I want this to become an inversion fair value gap right here. And show me yourself. What time is it? 2:40. Okay. All right. So let's get above here. And probably, given I've taken that loss, I probably wouldn't take any more trades today. So I'm wrong with the flow. It flows opposite direction. So, yep. Because I want to go long, and I'm very, very wrong. Okay, so that's 250. So there is this 15-minute order block that I'd specified, mean threshold of it, right here. See here, it's 4, 3, get rid of that, 2, and 1. So for the 5 minutes, in order for me to feel, so we took this out right here, and, you know, probably just a continuation down into this new week opening gap right here. Yep. All right, so that would be me for the day. I wouldn't take any more trades. All right, so that would be me right now. And let's see what Thursday has for us. News-wise, we got some 8:30 stuff. And 8:30, okay. So let's push time forward. So we know when the sessions are. Okay, so London. All right, so let's pop this back like so. And let's drop down to 15 minutes. So now it's the AM session. All right, and 9:30, what have we been doing? Let's get rid of all this buy side stuff right there. This buy side. Oof, too far up, y'all. Sorry. Should be down here. Okay. All right, so this is another new week opening gap. Got buy side all the way up here to consider, and a new week opening gap up here. Oh, wind. All right, so 9:45. We've been dropping. Let's drop down to a 5 minute, and let's wait and see what we've got here. So we drop down to this guy. So 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. We're at the daily high. Order block. London's low is taken. Set that off for now. New week opening gap down here, this 15-minute order block from over here. So nothing for me. It's been pretty shortish, so we'll see. See what we can do about this new week opening gap. So we have this guy, shift here, we're here. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, so here. Wow, okay, so it's 10:20. We've shifted upwards. So let's look at the lower time frame. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we hit something here, then trying to trust the 1 minute. It's so hard for me. Shift above here will put me bullish, I think. Okay, so now we have a shift above this guy. It is 10:30. So looking for up there, so maybe we can get lucky. 4, 3, 2. All right, let's hang on to 2 minutes for now. What's the 1 minute look like? Let's look at the 2 minutes. I like the structure. Low, lower, low trade. There's a breaker right here. So if I were to do something like that to go there, let's see, can we get it? There's a fair value gap in here too. So it's breaker. So we have to see how price behaves if it comes back down at all. All right, so it's still 10 o'clock. And on the 1 minute, if I missed the first one, this is the next one, this fair value gap right here. So let's see. Missed it again. So this was the next opportunity right there. So we've gone up that way. And then now we're gonna reach. And then there we are. So if we'd gotten that entry, I would have been fine with that, taken that and been good. Oh, we've already moved on, so cool. Let's use this for a gap and take a thing here, and since we're doing that, cool. Let's see how it would feel. I think it's a good practice to see how it would feel. So we'd buy 5 contracts here. Imagine that, a scenario where you're not sitting in drawdown like the whole time. And then just aim for this guy. Let's get above him properly. Nice. And just sell. All right, good. And that's at 10:50, so we'll be done. The shift here, low, lower, low, shifted through breaker. This fair value gap coup would have been a nice one. I just having a hard time trusting that 1 minute. Okay, so let's go up to the 5 minute again. And let's continue on. So let's go for the afternoon. Time is it? 12 lunchtime run. So looking for a lunchtime to do some stuff. Hanging out that buy side liquidity. And we stopped a little short. There's buy side liquidity in there. So what time is it? It's 5 minutes. So from this price leg up here, low, lower, low. So we have this breaker, fair value gap. So somewhere down here, I would like to go long. to take that up like that. Keep it simple. It's coming down. So this vertebrae gap here, let's see if it's the one that's to be used. It doesn't have to come down into a thing. Look at the bodies all hanging out in there. So this would be the one. And what time is it? It's not 2 o'clock yet. So it's 2 o'clock. All right, cool. So not this one. Let's see this vertebrae gap right here for 5 minutes. All right, let's drop to 1 minute and watch it roll back down. Maybe we can get to this order block right here. Okay. Okay, having missed, did it tap it? Yeah, I tapped it right there, 6-2. Let's see if it gives us something. Let's see how it behaves inside of this vertebrae gap. What time is it? 2 o'clock? All right. All right, so we're gonna buy here. So that, my stop's gonna need to be below this low. That's 98 ticks, I don't like that. Oof. Okay, we can take this off. And we're just aiming for that. Let's see. Oof. We're gonna come to 79. Oof. This is ugly. So this order block is what ended up being the correct one, 0.79. Then we really should just wait and see. Oof. That is ugly. It's not pretty at all. Let's see on the 5 minutes. This wick, this is where my stop's below here. So close. Look at that. Jeez. Stop below the wick. So I need to stop worrying about the dollar value and just go with what it's supposed to be. Because look at that. You put the stop where it's supposed to go. Oh, what time is it? 3:15. Once it hit that, I would have been out, so. Yeah, so that don't even matter. Because once I hit that, I would have been out. My TP would have been right there. But just out of curiosity, it's 4 o'clock. What do you do? All right, so we'll just flatten here just for funsies. But this is where we would have ended it. So, all right, we're about an hour and a half, and that's Thursday, so we're on to Friday's action. And let's see, if I had my head screwed on, I would have been in well over 2,000 hours on the week. But it's all back testing and practicing and trying to stay on top of whatever the heck it is that I'm trying to do. All right, so that was fun. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out here. I need to work on myself more and more. But guess what? Every day is better. Every day is better. So let me know down in the comments how you're doing, how your journey is going. Kitty's napping. Oh, I forgot to take my towel off. Anyway, be safe. Shakira out.